Here we are once again. Dean and Ann, we're going to review the latest episode of Hard Knocks.
Episode 5.
Episode 5, Miami Dolphins.
And it was a good one.
It was a good episode. It was a lot of fun.
Probably favorite one I've seen so far.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it really was.
Well, we just finished watching it, so we're gonna give you our review. But you should definitely check it out if you haven't watched it. Here it is.
Yeah.
So what do you got?
Well, I liked how we started out 4 a.m. in the office.
With Eminem blasting in the coach's office.
Yes.
Mike McDaniel rocking out.
Yep, he's working on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday morning, 4 a.m. And, you know, he's coming up with crafty schemes.
Yeah.
Not only to play the game, but also to inspire the team. And he worked that in throughout the episode where he was just, you know, giving the guys exactly what they needed to hear to set them up and get them in the right mindset for the next thing that they needed to do, which was practice and go to their meetings and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Great episode. Just already that first part. Yeah. Yeah,
it was interesting. Very interesting. Next note I wrote down was about the elementary school.
Oh, yeah. Ms. What is her?
I didn't write down her name.
Yes. I think it's Miss Martinez.
Okay. I didn't write it down because sometimes the names flash too quick and I'm like, what was that? What's happening?
And you don't know if it's important until after it becomes important. So, is that, what
she was
grade? What grade?
I don't know if it said.
It's like elementary.
Yes, elementary. I'd say second, third.
Second or third, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Possibly second, third. Yeah.
These are young kids, and she's teaching them math.
Yeah.
And other things, life skills probably, by talking about the game the night before, and you know, using the Dolphins as a way to help these kids learn math. They're talking about Tyreek Hill and how many yards he's attained this year and how many more he needs to get. And they were doing addition and subtraction. This is your whole thing.
Oh, yes. Well, you're describing school so well. I'm very proud of you.
I went to school.
Yes. Yeah, because it sounds like the goal they have for him is to reach 2,000 yards.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And he needed, so that's what they're trying to reach. And then I liked the discussion of if they think he's going to get there or not. And the teacher's like, there's still time left in the season to get it. Some of the kids were already going like, well, he could do it next season. And she's like, there's still plenty of football left to play.
But I remember my math classes, it was so boring, and that's why kids didn't enjoy it and didn't learn it, because the teacher never made it interesting. And this is the exact opposite. She's doing a great job.
Yeah. Next note I have down is we're back into the big room and we're reviewing the loss.
Yep. Another Mike McDaniel speech about, you know, how we're going to turn this thing around.
I like how he does, he talks about keeping, respecting their time, so he doesn't stay too long on lecturing them. He's like, my hand was in this shit too. I think I wrote that. Yes.
Yeah, he took responsibility for what he did wrong in the game. You know, he said, I called some crappy plays and I shouldn't have done that. I should have done a better job. And I mean, he treats his guys like adults, like professionals, and he expects them to be accountable, and he starts that himself. It starts with him. Yeah. It's great to watch.
It really is. He's a fun coach. He's weird.
and then we go to
Zach's.
Oh, I was going to say Tua and Tyreek got together.
Oh, yes.
And reviewed film together, and they talked about stuff. So that's cool to see that, because it seems like the positions are always kind of separated. You know, the running backs are over here and the quarterbacks are over there, and he just came in and started talking to him, and that was cool to see. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that happens a lot more often.
Yeah, it was not a note that I wrote down, so that's why I didn't bring it up.
You were going to talk about Zach?
Yeah, I was jumping to Zach Sealer. And, well, I guess I'm going to go all right away to the fun part, because I have lots of
let's go to the fun. There's fun early, yeah.
Well, they talked about his touchdown. From
last week.
From last week's game.
He actually intercepted, and it was like at the 4-yard line. Yeah. And then just ran it right in. He's got a touchdown.
So it was pretty good for him. And then we go into his friendship with Wilkins. Mm-hmm. I didn't get his first name.
Yeah, I don't know his first name either.
And so that's a lot of fun. The Oreo package.
Yeah, salt and pepper.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun, and they keep coming. The show keeps coming back to them throughout the entire episode and showing the camaraderie and the fun that they're having, the jokes that they're making, and how they're working together to solve problems. And it was a great episode on those two guys.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And then that Zach, he seems interesting with his wife living in an RV while he was playing for the Ravens.
They showed a picture, a couple of little videos of them living in a trailer in the woods when he was in Baltimore. Or he said, we weren't in Baltimore, we were in the woods.
Yeah, and she's like, okay, the woods. Yeah, they seem to have a fun relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, and they were living in an RV because he didn't know when he'd get cut.
Yeah, it's a great strategy to save money. You don't have to rent or buy, you just have an RV. And she was down, she was down for it. So she said she really enjoyed it. Then they showed practice, lots of good stuff happening at practice. Coach was all over it and very enthusiastic about how everything was going at, I keep wanting to say rehearsal, but it's practice.
I would call it rehearsal too. Another player we got to see a little bit behind the scenes stuff of was Braxton
Berrios, yeah.
Yes. He has a different type of home life, but he used to play on the Jets, and that I thought was important because
they're playing the Jets.
Yes, and he was on the Jets for 4 years. He was the one going to coach, saying like, if you have holes, let me know how to fill these gaps.
That's right.
And
coach was like, I already know you're there. You're going to do it. So he's not worried at all. I didn't even need you to say that. Yeah,
because they're prepping if Hill can't play in the game.
Right, and Tyreek. Yeah, exactly. Then we see him in his sauna, which you said we got to get one.
Yes, I love steam rooms and saunas. I love them.
Yeah, we got to get one. We'll probably put it right over there.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know. And then his girlfriend.
She's a TikTok star.
6 million fans on TikTok.
Followers, yes, yeah.
Yes.
So it's different,
followers.
But I don't know. I don't use TikTok. So that's how she's well known. They met
in New York.
Yes, in New York.
Yeah, I don't know how they met.
I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know how they met. That doesn't matter. But they showed their relationship a little bit, and that was fun. They have a fun, flirty, and he's become involved in her TikTok as NFL man.
Well, I guess early on in their relationship, she didn't want to give out who he was, and so she. And
he might not want to. But
it might have just been a try it before you buy it kind of situation. Which they're still.
Yeah, it's wise. And then the next note I have is the game. We're suddenly in the game.
The game.
And the coaches are commenting on Mike's calves. His pants,
exposed calves.
Yeah.
The other team's coaches.
Yes. Yeah.
They're coming over.
I can't remember their names. It doesn't matter.
Robert Saleh, and Ullinger was over there. Yeah. This is the last seasons of Hard Knocks. We've already forgotten their names.
I'm sorry. Well, if I don't keep my notes.
And we enjoyed them.
I wrote real big calves of Mike. So I thought it was important as we watched.
Yeah. The game was a lot of fun. Watching the actual game was a lot of fun, but then watching this highlight of the game was even more fun. It was just nonstop. I mean, Zach Wilson got sacked 75 times, and I was like, "Oh my god, this looks really painful."
It did. It was crazy, but it was fun to see the players. We saw more of the Oreo package, salt and pepper.
Mm-hmm. They got a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right away, Sealer almost got another touchdown in almost the same way. I mean, he didn't intercept it, but there was a strip sack. Chubb got in there and stripped the ball away from Wilson, and it was on the ground, and Sealer picked it up and ran. Almost got a touchdown, but he was down at the 2 or 1 or something like that. So everybody was freaking out.
My last note is the 19th touchdown of the season for Mostert. I guess.
Raheem Mostert.
I was like, I can't remember how to say his name. I'm sorry. I don't mean offense. I'm just glad you remember that.
Raheem Mostert.
I'm sorry.
That's great.
Okay, this is why that Key and Peele sketch about pronouncing names is.
Yeah, it keeps coming back. Timeless.
Yes.
That's not that difficult of a name.
So he had his 19th, and so that's a big milestone to reach because not many people have reached 19 touchdowns in a season.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the record's for. Is it for a team record or a league record? I'm not, or I don't know. There's all kinds of stats, all kinds of records.
Yeah,
I didn't pay close enough attention to that.
I didn't hear, but somebody said, lots of people want that ball, so.
Oh, yeah.
They're looking for something. I don't know. Or maybe he just lost the ball. I don't know how important balls are.
Okay, why are you doing this?
I don't know because I'm laughing.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, and going back to Salt and Pepper, they were just the comedy duo all night long, the whole game, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, they're figuring some stuff out. They're bringing guys up to play in positions, and everyone's doing their job, doing well, and this was a fun win against the Jets. Hopefully, they are able to play at a similar level against a bigger team, a better team. They got some tough teams coming before the end of the year, and then of course the playoffs are going to be really tough, of course, because they always are.
Yes. Next week they're playing against the Cowboys.
Yes, and we both picked them, right?
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm. To win.
Yes, we both picked the Dolphins, so we better
check out our picks. It's on another video. Yeah, our picks for week 16.
Yeah,
it's coming.
It's gonna be a good one.
All right. Anything else?
And then we ended before the credits rolled with going back to the classroom.
Oh, that's right. Back to the classroom, talk about the game.
It was short.
Monday morning. Yeah. But yeah, that's again, the kids are into it, and the kids are learning math, and they're probably learning some other skills as well. But she's got them hooked on it, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know your thoughts about this episode of Hard Knocks and just the Dolphins in general, if you have anything. And
go ahead and like and subscribe.
Yeah, absolutely. While you're there,
Yeah, while you're down there.
All right, we'll see you later.